As we all plan to sit down and enjoy a holiday meal with our family and friends, thousands of families in neighborhoods around all of us are going hungry. In fact, experts say this problem is worse right now than it has been in 2 decades. We look into why into tonight's Community Perspective. Alphanette Bellamy is part of a growing trend. Grandparents raising their own grandchildren. She's raising 6 on her own. And with only a disability check to pay the bills, the table can often be bare. That's why she's here at Cooperative Feeding Program in Broward County.
I get bread, cakes, canned goods, milk, children's supplies, like health supplies, toothpaste, different items such as.
Each month, Alphanette must make ends meet on just $950. The federal government won't give her food stamps because the kids' fathers are supposed to be paying child support. But she says she never gets those checks.
Milk, they got black peppers, they got cups canned green, they got beans, they got 2 cups French fried, onion rings.
75-year-old Rudolph Hopkins spent his life working in construction and is now retired. But instead of relaxing, he and his wife are raising 5 grandkids. Hopkins says after paying bills, he has only about $300 a month for food, gas, and other necessities.
We shop around, we find sales, we go in, do things that, if I could get a pack of hamburger here for $4.99 and the others $8.99. I'm going with the $4.99 is.
But even the best budgeting leaves them short every month. So the act of filling these boxes with peanut butter, canned goods, and other basic supplies becomes literally life-saving to families like the Hopkins.
I come here once a month, and it saves me because I still have, it gives me the type of food, nourishing food, and enough of it that it helps me to get through until something happen or the next month.
These 2 families are far from alone. Last year, 77,000 people were fed in one way or another by Cooperative Feeding, a program that runs totally without federal or county support. A small staff and an army of volunteers work around the clock, gathering donated food, stocking it, and filling boxes, which flow out the door very quickly.
Patrick! Right here, Patrick. You have a safe and happy holiday?
This couple came down from Indiana, where they were out of work for months. Hoping for a better life, they found out housing was not affordable.
Tonight we'll probably sleep outside, but it's warm here. As long as it doesn't rain, it's okay. And then we'll come back over here at 5 o'clock in the morning and go to work tomorrow. Maybe work all night again. Maybe work all day, all night, and all day again.
So while they do whatever they can to get a bit of cash, they can get a hot meal, a shower, even make a phone call home here. Director Marty Foreman says these stories are far from rare.
We've had a rough time in our community because of the hurricanes, and now people who have never had to use services like the Cooperative Feeding Program offers have come to us for services. They find they're no longer able to afford to live in this area, and also the ever-increasing things like insurance, taxes, utility bills, and the cost of food. People that had a decent salary and were making it are no longer making it.
It is literally too costly for the average person to make it in South Florida, according to Foreman. And the problem has only gotten worse, despite Broward County's attempt to rid their streets of the homeless and hungry.
I'd say in the last year, perhaps 18 months, every day there's a sea of new faces. And a lot of them are just passing through, and I have no idea where they're heading. I don't know where they came from, I don't know where they're going. So that's a changing demographic too, that the face of homelessness is ever changing, which says to me there's a whole lot more of people out there, wherever they are, who don't have a permanent residence.
The working poor, as they are called, are often drawn to warmer climates like South Florida, with the hopes that there will be more work and opportunity. But Foreman says without a community commitment, these people, like the thousands she sees each month, will end up on the streets.
We watch that spiral happen, and I call it the closing of the spirit. Everybody comes wide-eyed with the open spirit, and then it depends on how many things attack you before your spirit becomes this. And all too often, by the time they get to us, this is what we see. And it's a very long, painful process to open the spirit back up and give people belief in themselves and belief in other human beings, that there are people that care.
The caring is crucial to keeping the doors open at places like this. Foreman believes the solution is simple. Get more people to buy into the idea that feeding the hungry is not going to encourage them to stay on the dole, but give them hope that they can change their circumstances.
I think it's just having the guts to say, let's stop doing things the way that we've always done them because it doesn't work, and let's think outside the box, and let's come together as a community and recognize one thing. Social workers don't want to see homeless people. People with beachfront property don't want to see homeless people. We all don't want to see homeless people. Now, what we may differ in is how we see that being resolved.
And while the resolution may not be close, those who are in the midst of the crisis believes there is now hope.
With this last election, I think we're going to get a change. People are tired of being treated the same way and in the same stand in the same position because of someone else putting their stamp on it the way you are supposed to live, and it's the wrong way. God didn't mean for us to live the wrong way. He meant for us to live the right way.
Well, it's important to note that the need for food, donations, and volunteers is a year-round need, not just a holiday phenomena. If you can help, please log on to our website for more information.